Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. So, in the last video, we're picking up actually right where we left off. I literally got the car and put everything, all the clips into the editing software, getting it loaded into the editing software, started editing it a little bit, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try and bust out another video. So we're ahead on content, which we already are, but to keep ahead, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and start cracking into the car a little bit and see what's going on with the engine, if anything is going on with it. Story we got was the water pump went out on it, and they were gonna do time belt, water pump, tensioners, all that stuff. So that's the story we got. So that's what I'm going by. You can tell they have taken off the timing belt and started taking timing belt stuff off. If it is a water pump issue or not, I'm not sure. I can only assume. I can't guarantee, but we will figure it out. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking things apart and get down to it, get this thing set to top dead center on the block and the cams to make sure everything is there and all that, because I'm not trusting nobody's work. I want to make sure it's all where it should be, balance shafts, stuff like that. I'm not worrying about connecting. I'm just gonna do the timing belt and that's it. So yeah, I mean, they've literally been doing this stuff. So these are already all just chilling and loose. Valve covers not even bolted on. Hopefully we can find all the hardware for things and stuff, and the crank pulley I think I saw in the trunk. So first thing will be, I would like to get this line off so I can kind of get the pump more out of the way and kind of tuck this out of the way so it's a little more free. They already got the engine mount taken off, which is just sitting right here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the valve cover off, moved out of the way, inspect how the cams look and everything in the top end. I'm hoping, I don't see a broken timing belt anywhere, so I'm really hoping it didn't break a timing belt previously and they're just saying it was a water pump issue. Because if that's the case, there's potential that they bent valves on this. So yeah, that's no good. That's no good. So let's go ahead and snatch this valve cover off and check everything out. All right, so let's go ahead and get the valve cover off. Should come off pretty easily, as so, because there's no hardware on it. Typical Honda people with their RTV on everything. Alright guys, so visually, other than the typical Honda thing with RTV or Honda bond on everything, visually, from what I can see, everything looks good in here. I'm gonna go ahead and check in the car and in the trunk and see what we have that's missing. Like the timing covers, I think I saw them in the trunk earlier, but I want to get them all and make sure I got everything, so we have everything here to put it together. If not, I'm gonna try and get a hold of Omar, our son, if he has any spare parts that I would need to put this engine back together. What happened, baby? Bubby, you know that's hers. Go get it, sissy. See if he has anything that we would need, like crank pulleys, or I know he's got a mountain of those, so yeah, I'm gonna search the car. So I believe there is stuff in the trunk and back here. I think, nope, back here is just that little cover. But on the passenger side, I know there was a few things. Oh look, there's one of these. Haha, look at that, nice. What else is here? Okay, these go right here. Oh, that's the wrong side, but you know what I'm saying. They go right here. That's the driver's side one. Then this is the passenger side one. Sweet. There's a radio in here. Guessing auto, for the auto transmission. This is for the F20B ECU. And VTEC is already wired in and everything, which is great. Here's some of the components. Fast forward, yeah, I don't know what that is, but here is some idler pulleys and tensioners, the belt for it. Oh, this is the balance shaft belt. The lower timing covers right there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check in the trunk now. See what's in here. I know what's in here, but I didn't really keep mind of what's in there in a sense. I just scan through it, you know. Coin hole, coin tray. Ooh, we got some money. Sheesh. What is that? 75, 85, 90 cents. Sheesh. Heck yeah. I had already made more than my money back on this car. Where's Rai, baby? Princess, come down here. Ugh, that trunk is heavy. Sheesh. All right. So here's the crank pulley. Here's lower timing cover. This is the upper timing cover. Here's, oh nice. There's a bag of hardware for the valve cover and everything. Here's a trim that we were missing. I don't know if I want these. Get those out of here. They're just taking up room. Oh, here's another mirror. So, just a couple pieces of glass. I don't know if they're all in here. Cool mirror. Oh, here's another glass. And we're missing one glass so far for it. And ooh, here's more stuff. Nice. So I think everything is here. I gotta see. Yep, it's right there. Cool. And the little half moon thingy majiggy's right there. So everything is there. Coolio. But yeah, I'm gonna check the other one and this one to see if there's a reason why there's two here, and go from there. But yeah, so we got all this stuff, which is most of the stuff that I know that we need. All right, so they're actually the same. One is just cleaner looking than the other, but they're not broken or cracked or damaged or anything, which is great because Angel needed one for his car. So yeah, I'll hit him up right now and see if he still needs one, because I know he was talking about he was needing the timing cover. So if he does, then I'll get this sent out to him tomorrow. But sweet. The wife just got here and she ain't seen the car yet, so I want to get her reaction to it. Let's get her reaction to what used to be her favorite Accord chassis. So let's set this down here for a second. Kind of close some. Let's move these. Hold on, y'all. Let her see the car first. What is in the way? Oh, this wire. Okay. Now you get to look at it in all its dirty glory. Let me show mommy the car.
Look at that color, it's so pretty. I've always liked that color on it. Like that blue
Yeah, this is like one of the only colors I like on these cars.
That really deep green they come in is really nice too. But I
Don't let, watch this. This is fiberglass.
Oh, yes,
You get itchy. But yeah, I mean, interior's clean in it. Like this, is what I was talking about, where they wrapped the hood or the roof.
Oh.
So we got to get that off somehow.
That or fix it and clear coat it.
This is wrap.
Is it?
Yeah. So that was with cheap wrap when it sits for a while.
Excuse me. Oh.
Choose a zone. Which zone? And it's automatic like you love.
Nope, won't drive one.
You show the caddy.
It's because the Saturn was broken. You drove that one. I remember mine. It was a little two-door.
Yep. And it had the same engine.
Kind of.
It's 22.
It's like the...
It's the bigger, weaker engine.
The fraternal twin. Not the identical.
So, go ahead. You know you want to look at the goods under the hood. Sheesh!
Woo, look at that. One more can than I got.
And a lot more power. Now,
I got no power steering either.
now she gets to work on it. Now she can put this engine back together and see if it runs. If it runs good and everything, then eventually we'll have an engine for your car. And then this car might hurt some feelings, might not.
What's the difference in the bottom end of them again? Is there?
Yeah, the stroke and the bore.
Okay. I couldn't remember what exactly it was.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the F20B is the same as like an F22, and it's an 85 millimeter bore instead of an 86,
Okay.
like the F23 is. And I believe also it's because the F23 is a what, 97?
97.
97 mil stroke.
Pretty sure 96 or 97.
Yeah, I think it's 97, and I believe these are like 95 or something. Don't quote me on it, guys. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, you guys know I've only really messed with F23s, but we want to.
Too many numbers.
Yeah, we want to learn more about the H&F platform, since that is our favorite platform, and the Accord platform. There's one in the car.
I'm taking it then.
What? You don't want one of those?
Yes, I do.
We just put visors in your car and you can take them out.
I like to see those for me.
You got to take the visors out to bolt these in, babe. So you choose that or visors.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
I know. It's on footage where I said, ooh, there's two of these. Des is going to want one of these. And I was looking for all the glass pieces. I found all those.
In the BMW I had one of like they were like, it was like this big.
Yeah. The
and you
broad.
could see, like all the way around. Like I could see pretty much straight out.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Okay, that's heavy. Ugh. Look at this. How clean the paint looks. Like the color.
Yeah, that's a nice color. No, it's not a bad looking car. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but otherwise not bad.
Yeah.
Yes, sweetheart.
But you see how he raised up the car to get it on the trailer?
I don't know why it's so high up in the front.
My buddy sent me a picture of the car in the trailer. I'm like, dang, that thing looked like a shell. But he just shoved 2x4s above the control arms because this thing is dumped. I'll insert a picture of how the car looks. But yeah.
Will it be lower than mine?
Oh, it's already lower than yours.
Will it be lower than mine?
Probably not, because this isn't a daily, and you know I don't like slam dunk cars.
I do. I don't like the bounce that you get with no springs, but I like having a low car. I like being low to the ground.
I like that stuff when I was younger, but I don't know, like I got older and I kind of grew out of like wanting a loud car and
I don't like it loud. But
and like stupid slam, stuff like that. I grew out of that phase as I got older. She still likes to dump cars, stupid loud things, stuff like that. I like closing up a little bit of the wheel gap and a nice quiet car when you're cruising, and when you get in it, it makes all that rowdy noises it should be making.
because of RTV on your spark plugs, you see?
Nope. And I mentioned in the videos, I'm like, look, the typical Honda bond
I don't think
on
you're
all
supposed
Hondas
to
that they
have
put
that.
around these.
I was gonna say that's never heard of anybody doing that.
So, but
That's
OBD1
smart.
car, which is good, so we don't have to worry about none. And it's a full F20B drop-in, so it's F20B engine, trans, ECU, and harness in here. So no cut and splicing and none of that. So VTEC is already set up in the car, all that, which is really good. Alright guys, so it is the next day from the last clip. Just ended up hanging out and relaxing with the wife and kids for the rest of the day. But we're going to go ahead and jack up the car now and get it on jack stands on at least one side of the car, so we can get this wheel off and we can get to the crank pulley area and do all that. So we can go ahead and set the timing on the crank, set the timing on the cams, go ahead and slap the belt back on here and see if we can get this buttoned up, see what's up with the engine, if anything is up with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just spin that crank, and I'm not putting the balance shaft belts on because we don't need those. I just want the timing belt on there so the car can crank like it should and go from there. So let's go ahead and get it up in the air and on jack stands and get this wheel off. Alright guys, so got the wheel off and got this pulley off. Well, not the pulley, the crank pulley bolt right here off. So I got the bag here that has all the timing components here. So this one here is the one that goes for the timing belt. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one on, and then I can get the timing belt on at that point. But first I gotta line it up for the timing, which will be right here, this little arrow. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let's see. But that little arrow right there. So, and then there's a dot on this pulley right here. That's got to line up with that. So we'll get this on there and set, and then we can set the cams on it, and then timing belt on there and get all that tension right how it needs to be. And it should, at that point, hopefully be good to start it up, or try at least. Alright guys, so I got this down here on, so you can see that dot on the top is lined up with, it's just, I'm at an angle, but it's lined up with that mark. So now we're gonna go ahead and set the cams. So right now they're 180 out. So go ahead and spin the cams. A little more back. No, like back up. Alright, so there's that one. It's set. Now we're going to set this other one.
Ooh. Okay. That's about it.
A little more. This way. Let me see. Nope. Oh yeah, it's about to rain. It's off a little bit. We're gonna adjust it a little more. But yeah, there's, here, hold that light. There's a line. There's a line. I know the lighting, it sucks. Trying to get a little bit of lighting in there. There's a line right here and right here. Those got to line up. And then there's 2 arrows that got to point up. So this is off a little bit. We got to bring it back a little more towards the front of the car. And at that point, we can get the belt on there and get some tension on it and everything. So we're gonna get that set, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just got the tensioner off it, and look at that. It's got a KS tuned manual tensioner on it, which is dope. It's all the way back down. Well, it's back down as I was able to get it, and I couldn't get the belt on, so I took it off and kind of like broke loose these jam nuts and everything, and put some like penetrating oil or something on it, like some PB Blaster, and see if I can get it to spin. I got it loose now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on there now, and then see if we can get the belt on there and go from there. Once we get the belt on, we should be good to go. I know this tensioner don't have much up and down movement, but some is better than none. See if we can get the belt on and then get the tensioner on there, you know? We'll go ahead and get that put on, and we go from there. Alright, so timing belt is on, tensioned up, and like I showed you guys, I had the KS Tune manual tensioner. It was kind of stuck on there, so I had to take it off, and I had to get it out of there. It was pretty stuck in there. Got it all out, and then I sprayed it with some like penetrating lubricant right here. So sprayed that on there, let it sit on there for a little bit, and then work the threads in and out of it a few times in the locking nut. Got that working good now. So it's on there, everything's all on, tightened. Now what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I need to put the crank pulley on, just because we're not really gonna be driving the car. I just want to make sure the engine turns over. If I can get it to turn over and everything good, I don't hear no weird noises, then we can go ahead and put some spark in it, check everything else, make sure all the grounds are on, all the vacuum lines and connectors and everything else is on. So I'm gonna pull the distributor off of it as well, because it was kind of like just chilling there. So I'm not too knowledgeable on how the timing on the distributor is on these cars, or not these cars, the F20Bs and H22s and stuff, because I really have only fucked with the F23s, and there's only one way to put a distributor in an F23. So I just want to double check it to be sure, so I'm not damaging anything or doing extra work. So it's here, I might as well just take it off and make sure it only goes in one way, or if it doesn't, how it goes on. But yeah, so far so good. So we're gonna have to grab a battery to throw in this thing. We got some spider eggs growing down in there. Look at them babies. So yeah, they look like kicks. But yeah, I'm not even gonna put the engine mount on, none of that, because I'm not gonna be, I might start it if everything sounds good, but obviously that is the goal, is to see if we can get it to start in this video. If not, then we'll have to address that. So yeah, guess I'm just gonna go around and button everything up, make sure everything is good, and I'm gonna pull spark plugs out of it and check the plugs, all that stuff, and keep going. So let's get to work. All right, guys, so I got the battery right here. Pump this baby down in here. Let's see. There's power. I heard some clickety click clicks. All right, so this is just alternator. I'm not worried about that because the belt's not on there. The distributor's not connected. Wires aren't connected. We're just gonna, there is oil in the engine already. Oh, light, one light's on. Let's go check this inside out. Alright. Got lights in here. Window room down? Yes, sir. Nothing's in the way. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and give her some rotations and see what happens. Pretty sure this can already spit oil. So before we try and do a start, hold on. Let's try and put something over that. So if oil does spit out from there, it doesn't go all over the engine. So let's cover that up real quick. Alright, guys, so I got this covered up with a bag. Yeah, the distributors, I checked the distributor already, it's all good. It's disconnected, wires are not connected, so it shouldn't start regardless. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if this puppy cranks over and all that goodness and stuff and things. Guys, it sounds good. Like, it doesn't sound... Whoa, that's not good, though. That dog is walking. Ooh, no. Why is that belt walking, bro? Alright. Well, I'm going to address this belt issue. Get it put back on. Or it's on, but it's just came off some. So, I'm going to push it on a little more. And then we'll go from there. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and put on the belt, the balance shaft pulley, where the balance shaft belt will go, that pulley on, and then the crank pulley on to hold everything on, because that's why the belt was walking. I went ahead and got the belt back on better, like pushed on, and I cranked it a few times and it's not moving no more. So that is a good thing. Now, put the valve cover on, make sure the spark plugs are all in, wires, connect the distributor, and then see if she'll fire up. So let's put that together. Cover on first. This will go right here. PCV valve. And then we got a bag right here that I'm hoping has all the hardware for it. If not, I'll have to get some. We shall see. Oh man, we shall see. On there. Alright, it's got all those so far. Now, let's see if it has all the nuts for it. Alright, valve cover's on. Let's move on to the next. Gonna throw some plugs in it, wires, and then we'll connect the distributor and see if she starts up. Alright guys, so we got spark plugs in there now. Wires are on, and the distributor's on. Oil pack is laying down there, and it looks like it's connected. So let's see if she starts up. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, huh? Alright guys, it's gonna be the first start. Hopefully, all goes well. Yo guys, it started up. It don't sound bad, but it don't sound good. The engine sounds fine, but there's definitely a misfire in there, so I would assume, you know, I was gonna need some plugs, because these are just random plugs that are in here. There was only 3 plugs in here, and I had an old plug that was laying around that I threw in here, and all these plugs looked like crap when I took them out. So a set of plugs, some more oil, probably messed with the timing on the distributor and stuff like that. But for the most part, it started up, it revved up, it idled. I didn't rev it too much because obviously we just started and I wanted to get oil flowing through a little bit. But yeah, it started. It don't sound like the exhaust sounds like crap, but it started and all that. So we know the engine is good and healthy, Daddy, which is amazing. Yes, baby. Which is amazing for the plans we have. I'm stoked, you know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. So we're still going to be doing a compression test on it just to be on the safe side, but it did start up and all that. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. Like, you guys don't know how stoked I am. Like, the plans we have is unreal that we're going to be doing with this car, with this engine, with my wife's car, with that engine. Like, we have plans for all these cars, man. And like I said, I want to learn more Accord chassis. So this car is not a car I'm keeping forever, guys. Like, I'm going to just... It's going to be a content car. We're going to have some fun. Yes, baby. Yeah, I'm going to start up in a second, baby. Okay. You know, we're going to have some fun with this car, you know, push the limits of the auto. You see me on the camera? Yeah. Push the limits of this auto transmission and stuff. Do the 5-speed swap in it and stuff like that. And then, you know, we're going to adjust some suspension stuff on it. You know, we're going to go through this car. You know, it's going to be a content car. We're going to have some fun with it and everything, and then sell it. Make a little bit of money to put back into the channel. Pay some bills, things like that, you know. So, and then we're gonna find another Accord. So I want to learn them all, you know. And even if it's another CD, I don't, you know, we find another CD for a good deal, I'm cool with that. We find a CG, I'm cool with that, you know. Ideally, CB is what I want to get, you know, but I want to learn that chassis too. But yeah, I want to stay between the 3rd gen and 6th gen is where I want to be at, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go through it a little bit more and check timing and stuff. I'm gonna see if the neighbor has a timing gun I can borrow, put a timing light on this thing, and double check my timing, distributor timing, all that stuff. So yeah, Omar, I'm about to hit you up, bro. So guys, smash that like button. We're doing it. Yes. All right, guys. So it's been a little bit since the first time that, well, the first couple times that we started the car. Wife is here now, so I'm gonna let her start the car up, because she likes the CD chassis and F20B.
Where's the clutch?
Yeah, where's the clutch?
Where's the clutch?
So she's, I don't know if I told you guys or if we mentioned it, she used to have a CD coupe with an H22 on nitrous, right?
Towards the end, yes.
And it didn't end well. But
actually, it never had a misfire. It never blew nothing.
So, didn't end well. But, yeah, turn the key on. Let it prime. Turn that key. Smooth like a newborn. Yo, guys. What are you doing, Rai Rai?
Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. That's how we sit in cars. Go ahead, power steering.
There's no power steering. Chill. You're gonna push fluid everywhere. Alright, you can shut it off. There's no alternator belt or coolant in it. I gotta see if the bracket off the single cam is the same for the power steering, because there's no bracket for the power steering pump. So I gotta find that. If it's the same, dope, then we could put the power steering pump back up, and then we just gotta connect the alternator, take this back apart to put the timing covers on and all that, and we should be good. What do you think of the car?
I like it. A little dirty, needs some cleaning up, but
We'll get there. Step one. We've had the car 2 days.
the only reason I would not drive it is that.
That means you can stay in VTEC all day.
No, that means I don't get to have fun.
Sure you can. The point of this car is to test the limits of the automatic transmission. And then when it blows up, we can 5-speed swap it.
Give me a day.
Easily. Well, we can't blow it up doing stupid stuff like neutral dropping it and stuff like that.
No.
Just by adding more power to it. So that's a little series I'm going to do on it. How much power can a stock F and H series transmission handle, you know? Because I get a lot of messages and stuff, and a lot of the groups I'm in, I see people in the group chats or on their Facebook group page saying how much power can a stock transmission, automatic transmission hold. They're really weak transmissions, but I know of a few people that has made decent power on it. I believe Shane has made 4 something on his H22 wagon that he had, CB wagon that he had. He made like 400 and some on a automatic transmission. So it can hold some if it held that. So, but yeah, we want to just test the limit of this transmission, and then when it eventually blows, if it blows, we'll see. We'll do the 5-speed swap in the car. So yeah, if anybody has any parts for an F20B or H22 that they want to hook us up with or give us a good deal on, let us know. Hit me up on Instagram at Car to Garage. Looking for a couple things. I would like to do a header on it and a cold air intake, and let that be phase 1 of the car, like just an all motor, like just a bolt-on intake header exhaust setup. See how she performs, and then we'll move on from there. You know, I have a buddy that has a full nitrous kit, so maybe I can talk to him to see if I fill up the bottle, if he'll let us rig it up in the car and have some fun at the track with. So yeah, don't know how much more we're gonna get into in this video. We'll probably end this video here, and then next video after this we're gonna be cracking into more cosmetic stuff of it. We're gonna clean the headlights, take this off here so we can clean everything nice, clean up the suspension area, like all in here where it's all dirty, get rid of the wood here, adjust the suspension on it so it's not so low, wash the car, clean it inside and out, kind of put things back together, like this piece here, the piece for that go here for the mirror. See if we can address getting this off, just cleaning the car up, you know, get rid of all this here, you know, just things like that. So but yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and are stoked on this build, smash that like button, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. There's more people that watch the video that's unsubscribed that are subscribed, so if you guys can do me a favor and just hit the subscribe button, it helps us tremendously. And if you made it this far in the video, put CD5 down in the comments, guys. We're just going to keep pushing this content and having some fun on the way. So if you guys want to join the fam, hit the subscribe button, share these videos, and like always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out and God bless.